Another nail in the coffin for cheaters? Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and today we're going to be looking at the latest post about Alliance Quest from Kabam, and I'm not gonna read the post for you. If you want to read the post, I'll put a link in the description of this video. So I'm just going to go over some brief pros and cons for this post. So let's get into it, shall we? So let's start off with the pros for this. So big thing here is map 5, it is free. So this will help players that are just starting to get into higher levels of Alliance Quest and be able to tackle that. Map 5 isn't that hard. It's sometimes a little bit of a pain, but overall, I think this is a good change. Having that free map 5 is a step in the right direction. Another pro is you have the freedom to use whatever currency you have to purchase. So like with me, I always have a ton of gold, so I will most likely be using gold to purchase these Alliance tickets. And then another pro is it's overall cheaper, you know, if you spread the cost out over your resources. So like for map 7, it's about 366k gold, almost 38k loyalty, and about 50k battle chips. Now, when I ran map 7, standard donations were about 600k gold, 66k battle chips, and I think it was like 50k loyalty, which I think was about the standard. So overall it's cheaper, which is nice. Now, if you were to just use gold, if I math this out correctly, I think it's about 1.3 million a week for map 7 to get that ticket for map 7, if I mathed it out correctly. Now, another really huge pro that I think that comes along with this is for the arena bots. This is one less reason to bot in arena. Now, some say this is good. I'm one of the proponents. Others argue against it because arena bots can drive up the percentage score. So that way you have more people getting, you know, the 1 to 10% and that sort of thing. So, but me personally, I don't like arena bots. I think this is a good idea. Now, what does this say about the gifting event? Because would the gifting event be one last reason to arena bot? Well, I'm pretty sure Kabam is going to be changing that, but overall, we can't really say. I guess only time will tell. Now, I know sometimes that bots are used to get champs for accounts that they are going to sell. So, you know, arena bots will probably still be used for that, but I do feel like this is a good way to curve the arena botting situation. Now, another super big pro is the Alliance dumps. Yes, that fraud that we all know and have heard of. So your grandma thanks you for this, because this will definitely cut back on the credit card fraud. Now, another pro is the treasury will refund your tickets. So extra resources you have in treasury will not be lost if you move from one alliance to another. Because remember, before with the treasury, you know, if you switched alliances, whatever you put in that treasury was lost from you. This is all on your own resources. So I think this is a nice pro. So, you know, if you do move alliances, you keep those tickets that you've purchased. All right, so, and that leads me to the next one, which is you take your tickets with you. If you are leaved or kicked from your alliance, you get to take your tickets with you. Now, another pro is that the unit price does not scale. So for 15 tickets, it's like $2. For 150 tickets, it's $10. And for 600 tickets, it's $30. So basically for $30, you get 4 weeks of map 7, which is really about in line for what resource dumps would cost you if you were to pay a merc for all your resources. So now that we've gone over some of the pros, let's talk about some of the cons, because overall there are definitely more pros than cons, but there are some cons out there. So the first one is it can be unfair to people that run different maps, right? So if your alliance runs a mixture of map 5 and 6, say, one group runs map 6 and 2 groups run map 5, then the players that run map 6 will have to pay to play that map, but the players that run map 5, that map is free. So essentially they get a free ride, but all resources are shared among all the members of that alliance. So I feel like Kabam needs to come up with some sort of way to adjust that. So you're not just getting players that are getting a free ride, or maybe if you guys just battle groups would alternate what groups run map 6 and what groups run map 5. All right, and another con is there are no resource swapping. So, you know, some people rely heavily on others to help them with donations. I mean, like, I always have an abundance of gold, and I usually have an abundance of battle chips because, let's face it, you guys know I do a lot of arena. So in some alliances, I actually offered one time to pay everyone's gold. And it was like 8 million. So you can't really swap resources among that anymore. You are reliant upon what resources you have to purchase those tickets. And so, you know, your alliances can't cover donation costs for skilled players. You have to cover your own donation costs. And another thing that I think is a con is that the resources scale. So the more of one resource you use, say you're like me, you're going to use gold, then you'll have to use more of it for each ticket, right? So it scales similar to when you buy things in the Glory store. Now, that does reset each week. So don't go and buy like a bunch of tickets ahead. Buy what you need for the week, and that is it. Unless you're like going to use units or something like that, because if you're using the units, remember the prices for that, they don't scale. But if you're going to use resources like battle chips or gold, those scale, so keep that in mind, but they do reset every week. So buy what you need for the week and don't buy any more if you're going to use resources. But anyways, guys, that's all that I got for this kind of quick and little video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this new Alliance treasury, so to speak? Do you think it is good, or do you think it is bad? Do you think I missed some pros and some cons? Are you a proponent of this? Do you think it will curve the arena botting and lessen cheating in the game? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and hit me up in the Discord chat. Thanks, guys. Bye.